I'm going to give you my newest update to what comes to me as a repeating message from the future as a likely about everything. First of all, every religion is sent back in time so that we can get that as crystallization of the civilization itself and so that we can learn to be prosperity absolute. Everything is about absolute. In other words, absolute definition, down to the nth. In other words, 0 point. Going down into an infinity small space that we find out is another aspect, affectation, point of view of universe absolute. In other words, there is a fractal design, perhaps, or perhaps not. Maybe it goes down all the way to the nth, and if it goes down to the nth, it does that. So then it witnesses itself that there are infinities inside infinity in an infinite amount of ways. So it's not just infinity to the infinite, every infinity we have a value associated with it. Like every number we associate with a value. You have 0 is 1, and then when you flip it, you get 1 in the form infinite. And then there is 2, which is like 1, and the fact that 1 and 0 are both infinities, and there are 2. So we witness there are, and that's why we call it binary. Alright, I get that I'm coming off a little bit, I'm doing a lot of stuff all at once, so I'm trying to make this right. Alright, my wraparound idea, which really I think it's either my idea or just an idea that people can probably like and find it worthy, maybe. Alright, if we have quantum supremacy absolute, meaning there is no way to be trumped, because you have a multidimensional, multi-state, multi-temporal, universal computer that runs off black holes, not black hole data only, format truest, singularity true. I am in the form of a black dot in a cube, held there perfectly by its own gravitational pull, sucking the plates closed, and it would be a perfect vacuum because all of the air would be sucked into the dot. Now, why wouldn't it suck the rest of infinity into it? Fun causality rules that will set by the very merits that we play what I call periodic festival with the periodic table. In other words, we assign values, qualifications as needed, where needed, when needed, if needed, even temporary ones for the value associated for that meta state, superlative, superseding any other for the sake of blessings only, blessings coming through, curses remaining, curses being coarse thought, unrefined ability to restrain thought or restrain physical understanding or affectation, blood, body, spirit, mind, emotional heart. That's what we always refer to. Figurative. The heart is referring to matters of passion, matters of love, matters of concern, care, these are those things. What I call logic of the heart. The true I am that is always. The very periodic. The very entity of permanence is innocent truth. Blessings of that absolute. So you hear all this fun stuff about spirit, bless and curse, but I'm talking to you about quantum computers, right? Please forgive my coarseness in that I have not yet been able to explain, like a Jiffy Corn Muffins box, how to build, or a Lego set, how to build one of these machines. I yet don't know. I only have affectations, understandings of these basic, to make a spheroid laser for the purpose of temporal displacement through the 0 point, apparently. And then I know that you would just quantum entangle two separate monopole entity. Maybe that's not it. There's a lot of data on too many subjects right now. We want the infinity machine. We want to live forever so we can pass back the other data. I sincerely just want the light. I just want to hear, with respect to myself, the only thing I want is the dark energy truth. That which I solved. This quantum stuff, I'll just say I witnessed it. If I happen to learn the quantum sciences along the way, then I'll definitely witness them along with share in the glory. So, if I come up with the idea, well, I'm cool, but I share it with you all. So the whole purpose is, The machines are infinity. We live forever. The purpose is, given we can travel, we can push stuff back in time, speaking from posterity, meaning further out, to any moment in life, we would be able to avoid a car crash, avoid a plane crash, know where the tornado is going to be, know how to avoid it. In fact, if we're able to know where the tornado is, we are able to quantum, dissipate it before it even forms. And witness, we'd be able to change the format of the cloud's position when we are affecting fire in a fireplace to make it look like characters in a movie, where we can actually advertise on the fire even by changing the color, changing the shape, especially the shape, but the color and the shape. We are able to change the location, position of a cloud, of a I dare I go into that. I'm not going to go into phlogiston times and say a nebulon or some dumb thing like that, but a cloud particle, a condensation. We would be able to move or change the temperature of, the cloud formation. So I get on the cloud stuff because I always had an interest in tornadoes. I believe that there's something in finding the location of a particle in the nebulous state by backtracking where the tornado landed on the ground. I don't know. I'm reaching on that. There is a reason why the vortices are important. Vortex is being brought up. So I'm talking about the infinity machine, and I'm also talking about getting data. I need to focus on one project at a time, and I need to make sure that they know that I know what I'm talking about when I get there. Even if I don't know what I'm talking about, only way I have to learn terms, and I have to get completely free of compound substances, including kratom, Mitragina speciosa. It's kratom, but we call it kratom here in America in the year 2021 even. But yeah, even back in 2011, 2012. So anyway, and it's legal. I don't break the law. I really, 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 that's a fun thing that happens. I get caught in the relays. Really just want to say thank you. God bless you all for that which you do so well, and for who you've always been, who you are, who you will be, transcendentally thus, who you've always been. You've always been loving avatars, the very being that we all are, love itself, aka God. God's name really was love from the go. Somewhere along the way, we took 2 letters off and called it Jove. Another way along, we were like, we talked about Zeus, and I think that's really just the us, and all, like Deuce. So I know I'm onto something there, Deuce. Yeah, like the number 2. There are 2. How many angels on the box? That's right, 2. What's the box? I don't know, but the instructions are in the Bible on how to build it. It gives you the cubits. Even better, how in the hell was it sacrilegious for us to build an ark when it's never been listed as sacrilegious? So why does it feel like it was? It tells you to build it, build it, build it. The gift we can also have in this is, the wraparound idea is that, what I was trying to say in the beginning of this, and when I go off my little ADD tangents, there is a future that honors every religion as protocol, instruction to send back to the past. So they send a lot of data through Bibles, through Qurans, through every single religious text that's ever existed. Can you imagine what's in the Vimanas? The Mahabharata. Please forgive my ignorance with that which I don't speak well saying. Mahabharata, that one. Mahabharata, yeah, sorry. That's the one I'm speaking about. Okay, that's another good one with the Vimanas in there. That has probably got all the good stuff in it to let you know. Forwards is one way so you get the story. Read it backwards phonetically and get the data. See what that says. When you know that God is love, you understand my purpose is noble. I'm not telling you to undo anything by reading stuff backwards. If you believe that's going to happen, I advise you not to read it. Shake the trees on these people. That's the terminology I say to mean shake the riffraff, the sad, the superstitious feel from every religion. Christianity, Buddhism. And you don't expect it to be in Buddhism, but it's there. And they mentioned the best part about it is we were smart enough as humans to compartmentalize our issues and let each person, each race, that's what I'm calling a person, each type of person that we all get to be, each gift that we bring to this world as the I am that is the you that's out there. Please understand, you art, I am. You art, I am. That's how long ago this message has been sent. You art, I am, my Atreyu backwards. Perfect reflective phonetic spelling, pronunciation. You art, I am. So it's a message from the future sent back to us to let them know, be calm, all is well. You are safe. You are safe. You are saved, too. We have you all on a disc. The gift is, right now in this time, yeah, right? In a future time when we have posterity absolute, in other words, a computer that literally exists solely to document your existence and make it known that you've lived. And the best part is, if we don't just look about good and bad, but really look at every single nuance that has ever been in history, then although we've had a lot of poorly made decisions throughout life, you realize the crystal that was growing in the water that wasn't still was still growing. So we had our wars. I'm talking about the human spirit, the indomitable I am that is everyone. It lived on. Crystals grow in best in a still environment. And when there's world peace, my God, do we crystallize prosperous. The best part is, you're watching this channel right now, and you're listening to this weird person who gets a little full of herself sometimes, so bear with me. I just want to say this. We get it right. We got it right. We will get it right. And the best part is, as long as you have faith in yourself, you can believe in anyone. Just remember, you art. I am. We all are one. Every single person is I am so-and-so. So then just know that they are avatars of love. Just like you. I'm not saying you gotta go out and... I'm saying unconditional love. I'm talking about the spirit of love. And for some reason, in some universe, somebody took a shining on this weirdo that I am and said, let's turn an underdog into an underdog. Let's turn a small notoriety into a huge fame, and rich is absolute. And I love to believe that that's actual. And I love to know that it's actual. And I thank you all for making it actual. True form truth. So that's stuff from the future. I don't know, okay? I know it just sounds funny. But I don't say true form truth, and you think about what that means. True form is infers reality, and truth is truth. So if I'm saying a true form truth, what in the hell am I talking about? I love it. God bless you all. Thank you all for showing up. Thank you all for talking to me. So yeah, we might be talking to everybody that is supposedly hearing voices, especially if they say of the future, especially if they don't seem ungrounded. I had come out of a real fugue of foolishness. You guys saved my life. I can't tell you enough of how much a victory that is. So if I just gave up everything right now, if I just gave up everything but stay drug-free, it's still a success. So thank you. It's a noble success. Now I want to actually tell you how it works, and that's where we all win. So yeah, the Om in us. The home in us. Us being everyone, and the home being love, where the heart is. Wherever love is. That's what I always tell myself. I just didn't realize how important that was. To be love. Be love. Nobody has a problem with God being love. I always had a problem with, why do I have to fear God if I love God? So I realized it's okay to love God without fear. You won't fear anything. When God is love, you can also believe in God. And even sometimes forget, love can be a higher power. And my God, all we just need to know is, are we safe from them? Them over there? Yes. We are them. They are us. We are safe from ourselves. So I put the enemy down when I realized in me, in a loving spirit, I have transcended these old values known as drug addiction. Spoken into existence, addiction, to speak into. So I don't like to say I'm a drug addict, but I will say I most certainly have transcended addiction, and it was a most certain apt title for a person such as myself. Now I realize I sound like a nut, given I've completely announced that I have transcended drug addiction and that I am no longer powerless over the substance. Given I happened to have found a substance in a drawer, under a drawer, and in a drawer actually, yeah. I had filled it with water and dumped it down the sink. So I do realize I sound like a drug addict that just healed and had a DT moment. There's no DT to the drugs that I used to do. Technically. Anyway, my point is, love is real. Everybody knows that everybody is an avatar of love. If you are of love, then you are godly. If you are godly, then you are loving. If you are loving, we all win. If we all work together and play together, we get to build together and go everywhere together. And you don't even have to be around each other. You can love from a distance. Some people I'm scared of, but I still love them. And for the God, let me just tell you something. In case nobody ever told you, besides I love you, I forgive you. I forgive you. Forgiven. You're forgiven. I forgive you. I don't. I love you. God bless you. I forgive you. That's what I literally tell anybody. Because I am them too. Even me. So there's a lot of us. To open us. To us. I think we got it. Cheers, everyone.